So remember, we've got an asymmetric surface, right? We've got this curve, which, is steep on the downside and then gets flatter as we go to the upside, right? So when the market goes from kind of here to here, you can see, if I change the color here, you can see from an older at the money, that steepness between those 2 points, that steepness there is steeper than, say, the new skew around the new at the money, which might be from that point to that point. That's a much flatter skew, okay? So just by the surface kind of not doing too much, we've gone to a flatter part of the skew. So if you don't get an adjustment higher in the puts and lower in the calls, then you see skew naturally flatten as the market rallies, right? So you can see on these fixed strikes, we're not seeing a big move in skew. If anything, we are seeing a little bit of steepening in skew where fixed strike, these are up more than these are, but the absolute level of skew is still sliding lower as we move to a flatter part of the surface, okay? So these are like surface dynamics that you need to understand. So when we see skew is flatter, fixed strike skew isn't actually flatter, but floating skew is flatter because we're moving to a flatter part of the surface, and the market is getting comfortable with the idea that we should be living in a flatter skew environment than we were a week ago when the market was much lower. Okay. But interestingly, the fixed strike at the monies was green, which means, as I said, they're seeing 12 volt gamma at the money as quite good value when the thing's moving at 25 volt, basically. Now, I don't think it's going to move at 25 volt for that long. I think the more we rally, the more long gamma the street becomes, and therefore things naturally will calm down. But obviously we had the catalyst in retail sales. We've got a bit of short squeezing that needed to be done, and people are getting squeezed, right? So that's driving the rally. I do think that's going to have to be coming towards an end now. I don't think that necessarily is going to be as violent next week. And therefore you would expect Realize to kind of start to chill out a little bit.
Hi everyone. Thanks for making it to the end of the video. Remember, this is just a little taster of what we do at Options Insight. To get access to all our research, including my in-depth vol market insights, flows and positioning report, and my portfolio trades, and a whole lot more, you can sign up for a free 1-month trial at options-insight.com.